I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting. I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. It's shit in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. Our anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold. Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time travel a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly, now I move mountains. I would've beaten the heart of a crash test dummy, I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, my swing the...
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. The Bengals at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
11 mighty. Stop.
Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mixon again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here we go.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Ready? Stop.
Now Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry now. This is Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
Here we go. He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll look to throw here.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
12 more yards there and another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow
trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Williams. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So problems here on special teams. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Mixon with a first down carry. They find some open field here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to one.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Here we go, here we go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Here we go.
Still 15 yards to go. 2nd down.
Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Play action. It's Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Randy Gregory from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Randy Gregory. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Velus Jones,
68 yards.
And the Broncos are once again back in front.
This time the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. this amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
Done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11, MT, tape. 11, stop.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Now it's Burrow. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that is taken in by Hurst.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
12.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
The return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Williams, running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On play action, they'll throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
It's fielded at the 45. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
12.
Again, it's Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
11 Thomas.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Randy Gregory getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jones on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Shoves him away. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run it with Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Javonte Williams
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 2.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Mixon running right. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw.
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. To throw again on 2nd down.
Burrow.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They begin the drive with Williams. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, 29 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. McManus's point after is good, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
Here we go.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because
They gotta go.
they're going to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
On one, ready?
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Mixon. Room here to run. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
On one, ready?
Again, it's Mixon. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
11.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Here we go. Get in the huddle.
A final shot now for Burrow. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And it's good, but it's also a little consequences. This game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Denver, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.
God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can